The tree that owns itself is a white oak tree that has legal ownership of itself and all land within 8 feet of its base. The tree, also called the Jackson oak, and it is located at the corner of South Finley and Deering Streets in Athens, Georgia, United States. The earliest known telling of the story comes from an article, deeded to itself, in the Athens of 1890. The article explains that the tree had been located on the property of Colonel William Henry Jackson. William Jackson was the son of James Jackson. Jackson cherished childhood memories of the tree, and, desiring to protect it, deeded to it the ownership of itself and its surrounding land. By various accounts, this transaction took place between 1820 and 1832. The story of the tree that owns itself is very widely known, and is almost presented as fact. Several newspaper media posted it several times. The people of Athens recognized the tree, probably the most unusual property holder in the world. In addition, this unique tree has been featured in Believe It or Not and has received regular attention from newspapers and magazines from around the world. One of the reports is like,
stands tall off from the rest.
At the corner of Finley and Deering Street in Athens, Georgia, stands a 50-foot legend.
I know it's been there for a super long time.
A legend made of wood.
It's awesome. It's cool that it's the only one ever. It's pretty special.
The story is well known.
I know that a man died and left the tree to itself.
He loved the tree and the shade that it gave, and so he basically deeded the land to the tree.
And so the tree technically owns itself.
As the story goes, William Jackson left behind a will in 1820, giving the tree its freedom. A newspaper ran the story, and for more than a century, the residents of Athens have recognized this tree as the tree that owns itself.
Then they had postcards of the tree, and they would advertise it as the only tree in the world that owns itself.
The tree that owns itself has its own Facebook page and children's book.
Well, skeptics say the tree story is false. Some believe the newspaper editor in the late 1800s made the whole thing up because the tree grew up in the middle of the street and he didn't want the city to cut it down.
So it is unclear whether the story of the tree that owns itself began, even if it did exist, would have no legal standing. Under the common law, the person receiving the property in question must have the legal capacity to receive it, and the property must be delivered and accepted by the recipient. But at last our thought that the story is perfectly deserved to be a story.